Hi, my name is Sydney Gowitzka.
Hi, my name is Kim.
And we're doing our National History Day project on the hippie movement.
The hippie movement gave the ability to choose a wide range of opportunities.
The rise of the hippie movement shaped up during the Vietnam War in the 1960s.
The 60s was known to be a very old-fashioned great time, and after the Vietnam War began, a new generation stirred up.
This generation branched out of their old lifestyle and became a new one. They are known today as the hippies.
The hippies consist of many young people. Their way of life was oddly different. Their society began to develop to what is called communes.
The people in the communes had a very different and unoriginal way to live. They were known to be a group of people who loved to be in nude, were addicted to drugs, and very free-living people who believed in peace and love. The people in the hippie communes believed in something called free love, which was the idea of being with someone without being restricted by marriage or long-term relationships.
The hippies had a reason to be this way. They looked at drugs as a way to bring people together and to be happy. They also found nudity as a way to not stick with the status quo and to really break out of the time period before. Because in the communes they loved to express themselves, they all found war to be looked down on.
They expressed their negativity on the war by speaking in public places. Soon, they moved into larger strikes against the war. The hippies did not want war and for the soldiers to be brought back home. But there were major riots from the public against the hippies. Not only were the hippies starting to fight, but unfortunately the use of drugs made people crazy, and some of the hippies started to commit crimes like murdering. The riots and other events went on as the hippie movement began to expand rapidly.
Hippies were known to want to spread their ideas around and to make a difference, and after a while, other people started to respond to them, causing the population to grow. Because their population grew larger and larger, their lifestyle started to change even more.
New ideas like clothing came along to show their personality, and because hippies believed nature and spirituality, the communes went by to living with nature and in small villages. There, they raised their children and tried to live off land. They grew natural herbs and other greens, but they didn't know how to farm very well. After buying and taking over a lot of land and nature, they began to contaminate their environment.
Music was also a big way for hippies to express themselves. The movement brought different perspectives and new mentalities. The music was also a big way hippies expressed themselves. The movement brought different perspectives and new mentalities. This new thought process affected the music industry in different ways.
Eventually, the time came where the use of drugs, the murderous battles, the riots, and the isolation all brought down the hippie movement. The hippie movement opened the door for many new ideas. It brought drugs, new music, and a different view on the world.
Picture yourself in a boat on a river with tangerine trees and marmalade skies.